Kansas City may seem like the perfect place to move, but what if I told you that many people who relocate here actually regret it? So before you pack your bags, let me tell you the truth about what it's really like living here so you don't make a move that you're gonna regret. Now, I've helped a lot of people move to Kansas City, and I've heard from some who wish they have done things either differently or not moved here at all. So today I'm gonna share the biggest regrets people have told me that they have about moving here and what you can do to make sure that you don't end up with the same frustrations. Now, Kansas City has extreme seasons. The summers are hot and oh my gosh, so humid. The winters are freezing and sometimes brutal. Many people do not realize how bipolar the weather is. Now, just last week, it snowed one day and then it was like 70 degrees the next. So if you love predictable weather, you will absolutely hate living here. Now, I will tell you that I moved here from Hawaii. I mean, according to me, the weather was pretty much perfect, and I wanted to get out of here when I first moved here for quite a while. But now I can honestly say that I really enjoyed the variance in weather because, like in extreme heat, it really makes you appreciate when it's gonna cool down. And then when it is icing and freezing, you are just waiting for that beautiful spring weather. Now, of course, if you move here, you're gonna have to make sure that you invest in both an AC and a solid heating system. Now, you also wanna make sure that you invest in 2 completely separate wardrobes because you are gonna need each of them at any given time. Number 2, the public transportation here is non-existent. If you're coming from anywhere like New York, Kansas City, Chicago, or probably even Dallas, you have to be ready because you're gonna need a car here. The city is really spread out and it is growing like crazy. We have tons of people moving here. There's tons of new construction, both residential and commercial. And while we have like downtown Kansas City, we've expanded the streetcar, but it really is limited to just downtown Kansas City. And the busing transit is very limited. So just make sure that you really budget for a reliable car and a lot of gas money. Another thing I hear a lot is that people will have moved to the wrong part of Kansas City for their lifestyle. Now, this is huge. Some people move here thinking all of Kansas City is really the same. Now, I will tell you it is completely different. Downtown versus Lee Summit versus Liberty, completely different vibes. And you have to know the areas and what lifestyles correspond before moving here. Now, it's very important you're in the right area that suits what lifestyle you want. If you want, say, walkability, you're gonna hate the suburbs. If you want quiet and space, you're gonna hate downtown. So just make sure message me before moving because I've helped a lot of people figure out where in Kansas City will actually match their lifestyle. I don't want you to regret it later because you will have to move again. Another thing is the property taxes. A lot of people didn't expect the property taxes in Kansas City. Kansas City property taxes can shock people coming from lower tax states. And Missouri versus Kansas, it's a huge difference in what you'll pay. So if you're buying, reach out because I can help you understand the differences in property taxes before you decide where you want to buy and where you want to live. Now, a lot of people think that Kansas City is really cheap. People hear, oh, Kansas City is such an affordable place to live, and they assume that that applies to every neighborhood, but the God honest truth is, oh my goodness, some neighborhoods are so expensive and they are so much more expensive than others, even streets. Prices also are rising very fast, so just make sure you work with a local, knowledgeable real estate agent like me so I can let you know where deals actually exist because there is a lot of places that are just starting to expand. So if you get in early, you get in before that big rush. Now, I help people just like you relocate and move within Kansas City every single week. Whether you're moving for work, for family, maybe you need a fresh start, maybe you're not looking to move till down the road, but you just need some resources. Let's talk about your particular situation and make sure that Kansas City is the right fit for you before you move here. I've linked all of my info in the description, so make sure to check it out. I am also going to link another video here about what it's like to live in Kansas City, so make sure you check it out. I will talk to you soon.